The latest issue of India Today magazine is titled Begums of Binge. It features three women creative executives at three of the most popular OTT platforms in India currently. Monica Shergill, who's the Vice President of Content at Netflix, Aparna Purohit, who heads originals for Amazon Prime Video in India, and Ekta Kapoor, who is the Joint Managing Director of Balaji Telefilms, the company which is responsible for Alt Balaji. Getting together these three women under one roof for the first time was not an easy feat. And when they did come together, one could see that there was a great sense of camaraderie between shots. They would catch up as to what they are up to, what they are doing next, what they are producing, what they're commissioning, what they like about each other's platforms. Instead of rivalry, what we saw was great sisterhood.
Sisters. Yeah. Sisterhood. Yes.
Three of the most powerful women in showbiz were coming together for the first time ever for a photo shoot. The pictures had to reflect that. The pictures had to be grand, the pictures had to be opulent, the pictures had to suggest something big happening. And we had this fascinating setup created in the ballroom of the Grand Hyatt Hotel in Santa Cruz. On the day of the shoot, we were very excited and yet at the same time very apprehensive as to how would they gel with each other. Because the shot entirely depended on their ease and their comfort level, standing next to each other. Each of them, when they came to the set, were followed by their own, trail of people. Comprising hair and makeup people, their public relations professionals, their stylists. So I was very, very apprehensive as to how they would gel together with each one of them. To break that, I immediately asked all of their support staff to move back. Okay, chiefs of staff, press secretaries, please move away. We created three lighting setups. The first setup was to create a backdrop of a film set. And for that we chose, the idea of space and moon. We created a moon backdrop using the iconic moon drop chair of designer Lekha Washington. And it felt like a moon suspended in space. And had these grand women in their grand gowns standing in front of it like, goddesses straddling their universe. The second lighting setup was of a giant umbrella which was to mimic film lighting, and the third eventually made it to the cover was that of streaks of light beaming through smoke to create the impression of film projection. Like that.
Through this cover story, Begums of Binge, what we do is give you an insight into this growing industry of streaming, which is only 5 years old, but let's just admit it, it's here to stay, pandemic or no pandemic.